Hello, everyone. How are you? It's your girl, Lori G, and we are on video for the first time ever for the At Random and Downtime podcast. I have two of your favorite co hosts, the lovely and wonderful Meek Meek, my wife, of course,
Hi, everybody.
and the totally crazy unknown Davis.
What up, you boys? It's your boy, the name Davis, aka Emma Bessel / Ghost Girl's husband.
And it's just the three of us tonight. Unfortunately, we couldn't get Lena or Damien, but they will be with us next time. How is everybody doing? Weekend is coming. What's y'all's week look like?
I have a very eventful weekend coming up, so
How was your week?
a rough one. Trying to get over a cold.
Me and you
No,
both.
it's not Corona, but yeah,
It's the Rona.
nah. Just a cold.
It's just a cold. How about you, Davis? How was yours?
Kind of stressful. I'm switching, or at least looking into switching professions right now. So I'm just waiting for the okay. I hope nobody from my job can see this, but I'm just gonna say it right now. I doubt it.
I see how it is.
That's why I'm looking at going back to a certain job I was doing. I don't know.
Right.
Got to make that money. I need to get back on my feet. I need to stop having my legs be so thick and be more.
Speaking of money,
I need money too.
but speaking of money, did y'all hear about that thing that Biden is doing?
No, I didn't.
He is giving $300 to $500 to households that have children under the age of 11. So per child is 500 or something like that.
So not my household.
My
No,
household.
You guys don't have any little ones. But yeah, and it's
I live with my parents, so unless I claim to be 10 years old, they don't get nothing.
But they're doing the stimulus too.
I already got my
another stimulus.
Yeah, they're doing another stimulus.
Please, we need it.
Interesting.
But I think they held out for so long because people weren't going to work and people were relying on the stimulus, and they're like, oh, I got the stimulus, so I'm going back to work for, So that's one good thing. Another good thing is the mask requirements have been lifted. How do you guys feel about that?
I have mixed feelings about it. So I like that the mask mandate has been lifted in some ways, because that means like when I go out, I don't have to wear it in Scottsdale. Sometimes Tempe, but you don't have to wear it. I don't like it though, because different places, like for grocery shopping, like Fry's, Home Depot, Costco, they're like, oh, well, if you're vaccinated, then you don't have to wear it. Well, they're not having anybody like checking if you are vaccinated. So people are just like, oh, well, they're not checking. So even if we're not vaccinated, we'll just take off the mask because everyone's over it. But all my family members are vaccinated at work, but I've started taking off my mask because I'm just done. I'm like, if you don't require customers to wear a mask, then why am I going to wear a mask? Even if I'm not vaccinated, but that's probably how I got this cold. But I'm not going to wear it. I don't.
My husband got vaccinated, but he had to because of work. So
I'm not going to get vaccinated until they require it for me to go back to school. So
yeah, I think it's kind of like in a way, it's like a good and bad thing with the whole like lifting masking. Because I've heard some places be charging extra to go into big, people rooms. Oh, you're vaccinated. Okay, cool. You're good. You're not vaccinated. Well, you got to pay an extra $20 to get in, plus add your mask. I'm like, okay, now we're getting punished for
but they're not checking either. They're like, oh, well, they just put a big sign. Okay, if you're vaccinated, you can come without a mask. But then on top of that, they're not checking if you actually are vaccinated. They should have people at the doors being like, okay, where's your card? Where's your paper? Where's your something to show that you are actually vaccinated? And if you're not, make them wear a mask, because you don't know if you actually have it. You could be asymptomatic. You could have other illnesses. You could have it and just not know because the symptoms haven't shown up yet. It's just like this whole, I think it's really stupid that places that are doing that are not checking. But I like it personally just because I feel like wearing a mask makes it harder to breathe.
Well, I mean,
No,
you're right. I agree. I agree on that part. It just, I just feel like it's kind of like felt like a punishment for following the rules in a way. It's like, you know, they say stay home, you know, don't go anywhere, don't do anything, just do about your day, stay inside as much as you can. And now, because like we're not vaccinated, because we never got, you know, certain people never got the COVID.
I feel
Okay,
like
why are you
I feel-
punishing us?
I feel like I mean, I want to take the vaccine, but the only reason why I can't take the vaccine right now is because I'm trying to get pregnant. Yes, everybody, I'm trying to have another baby.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Yes, we're in the process of that. But
I love you, but I'm glad you haven't gotten pregnant yet, because do we need another December baby? No.
Well, if I get pregnant now, it won't be December.
I know.
July,
So I'm
August,
trying
September,
now. I
October,
see the
November.
doctor on Monday to see what's going on because we've been
That'll be
trying for the
February.
last 4 months.
No, she started like trying
And back in February.
in February. And you know what? Both her children are born in December. She's trying to have another December baby. We don't need that.
What's his name?
And then we got 2 of them. Then we got Christmas. Do you really want another one to end up like that?
Nope.
What's his name going to be? Beast Boy?
No.
You got Robin, you got Raven. Come on. Or what's his name? Cyborg?
No.
Or
And no, it's not
Starfire,
gonna be
Come here,
girl.
you're Cyborg. Oh, who's
And no, it's not going to be
Cyborg?
Coriander. And no, it's not going to be Damien. And no, it's not going to be.
If you have a girl, you should name her Starfire. That's the coolest name I've ever heard in my life.
Oh my God.
That's
I love
like there's this one relative, like a relative that passed away a couple years ago, and their sons, his sons was named literally called Shadow.
That's cool. I love
It's
that.
cool, but I'm like, not really a name, if you know what I mean.
Well, there are people naming their children Corona and COVID. So, I mean,
Coronina.
Karina Shadow
Corina.
looks pretty nice, to be honest. But as far as like them lifting the mask ban, I feel like I'm happy about it, to be honest. I'm sick and tired of wearing a mask and not being able to breathe.
Well, I think
So,
different in different cities though, because okay, for example, Tempe is like half and half. I went to Tempe Market today and the other day I had to wear a mask in the T-Mobile store, but today we went out to dinner and they didn't care. Scottsdale, you don't have to wear a mask. Even if they tell you that you have to, you really don't have to. You can say no, I'm vaccinated, and they can't do anything about it. But in Phoenix and like the West Side, I don't know about you, Lori, but like where my boyfriend lives, you have to wear a mask in Phoenix.
well, yeah, in Phoenix, you do have to, they're still doing people wearing masks. My grandmother was telling me that they're even carding people who are trying to travel. So they're asking, so they have to show proof they were vaccinated before they
board the
can,
plane.
yeah, before they can board the plane. Exactly. So
I mean, I'm so used to it currently right now, like just because, like, you know, after a while of, you know, getting in the routine, for me personally, it's just like, oh, there's no sign, but I'll still just like be on instinct, just putting it on.
me
Well,
too.
I have it in my pocket just in case they say, you know, you have to wear it, and I'm just not up for a fight anymore.
Yeah, we're not a bunch of Karens.
I don't want to be a Karen. Nah.
We're not Karen. What do you mean I have to wear a mask? Is she wearing a mask? I'm not wearing a mask. I ain't wearing no mask. I'm going to speak to your manager.
You gotta hit him with the Z.
I know some real Karens, and I feel bad that that's their real name.
We see like the big hair.
Yeah, the hair that goes on the side and shit. And they'd be like,
long
I
in the
will speak
front,
to your
short in the
manager.
back.
One of them has breast cancer, so she has no hair. So I felt really bad. Her name is Karen.
Oh,
Oh
Lord.
boy.
So how do y'all feel about what was our next topic? Oops, our next topic. All right, let's talk about the highs and lows in life.
Speaking of highs, Lori, you'll go on that first.
What?
Nothing. I'm talking about your gummies.
Oh, yes, of course. The last podcast I was high for it.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
gonna be honest. Everybody that was talking,
So
y'all
was that the
sounded,
downtime 3?
yes, you guys sounded so slow. Like I was like, when are they gonna be done with these stories?
See, but
I was
you were
like,
the one
so-
who was slow. You're like, oh, okay, Meek, what's your? I was like,
Oh
you're
wait,
the
I
one
do
who's
remember
so
that now.
slow.
I just remember
I
like,
was
yeah, guys, yeah, and I'm high as shit.
fucking high. I was thinking about getting high for this podcast, but I'm looking to get a little something later. So
Oh, that
Look, it's
would
legal,
be
I mean, I
really bad.
guess.
because when I take the gummies and I try to have sex, it dries me up for some reason. I don't know why.
Interesting.
TMI, but for all of our viewers who want to know,
Of course, you want to talk about sex.
Well,
already.
actually-
we're already like
actually-
what? I don't even know what the time limit is on this right now, and we're already talking about sex again.
Actually,
I
for
know it's either
anyone,
Lori or Damien who has to bring up sex.
but for anybody that could tell me if this ever happened to them, when you're about to have sex and you have a gummy and you're high, if you get dried up, please tell me if this has happened to you or not. If it hasn't happened to you, then tell me, that's great. If it has happened to you, tell me what you've done to, besides using lube and stuff to get, your partner inside.
You can
know,
use
not-
that KY jelly that like stimulates your.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I need to buy some.
And
But-
David's sitting over here like, please get me on this conversation.
Like I'm gonna head out. No, I'm just kidding.
But highs and lows of life. I believe that's our topic. Let me look. Highs and lows of your life. So who wants to go first?
You do.
Why do I fucking
Take it away. You're
All
the
right,
one who
so
was the topic.
the highest point in my life, I would have to say
2 weeks ago.
shut the fuck up. It would have to be when I had my kids. That's like
Oh,
the highest of my life. They're everything. Even though there's some badass motherfuckers. And the lowest point of my life, now this is really deep, would have to be when I slit my wrist and I tried to kill myself. That was the lowest point of my life.
When was this?
This was over a year ago.
Dang, that recent?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I suffer with depression and anxiety.
I think
A lot.
anybody like not like trying to like, put you in a certain category, but I think anybody suffers any sort of form of depression.
Yeah,
They're just like certain like variations of it.
see, the problem with my depression is that inside my brain, I have two endorphin, because we have two endorphins in our brains. One that spits out the happiness, the one that spits out the sadness. The problem with me is that the one that spits out the sadness is bigger than the one that spits out the happiness. So because it's bigger, I get double the dosage of that endorphin. So I'm probably happy for like a certain point, and then I'm not. Like I can't stay happy for a long time. And that's because of the endorphin that's in my brain. That's why I'm on medication to help balance it out. Yeah.
I get you on that one.
So, but that was the lowest point. I recently just decided that I want to live
Well, good
And-
choice.
and I don't
We
want
need
to
a run.
die.
Somebobody's got to run the podcast. Otherwise, we're gonna have to change the podcast name to At Random with Mickey N or something like that.
I definitely want.
Okay,
want to live.
Lori, I love you to pieces. But yo, last time me and Davis had run the podcast by ourselves, we did a hella good job. Don't tell me
You guys did. You guys did. I passed out from
he started
taking
just talking
medication.
about like nothing. He's like, "What do you want to
Get
talk
in the
about?"
background.
Hey, we
And
did
then
a good
and
job,
then
don't you
Mickey
think?
goes, Lori!
I
And
was
you're like,
passed out.
Ow.
You can't tell me we didn't do a good job, don't you think?
You guys did. You guys did amazing. You guys did amazing
He's
for
like,
what it was.
"What do you want
worth.
to talk about next?" It was like almost an hour and a half, and then you finally woke up and went, "Okay, we can end it now."
Yeah, I was.
I mean, it could have
passed
gone on forever.
out.
Yeah,
I was passed out, man. I couldn't believe that medication kicked my ass that fast.
we didn't know you were asleep, and we're like, "Is she just breathing on the other line?" You were dead asleep.
I was trying. I was fighting it too. I was like, no.
See, if this is like a radio show job, you would have been fired right there.
I know. They would have been like, "Are you on drugs?" Like, yes.
Medical
Shit.
drugs, I promise.
But I promise it's all medical. It's all signed off by the doctor.
All right, give me the receipts.
So who wants to go next? What's your next high and lows?
I guess I'll go next.
All right, Davis.
Well, I
what's
mean,
your
mine's
high?
going to be very similar as far as the high portion. Mine would be very similar to yours, which is when me and my wife had our first son.
Oh,
Mhm. She said,
oh,
It was a long. It's
You know
crazy
what?
to think that was
I
almost a
love
year and
your child.
it's crazy to think that was almost a year and a half ago. 'Cause, like I just like, and I feel like it was just like last week because I just remember like being in like the couch, just like, oh, God, could this baby just come out? And we took her. We took her in at like, 10, 10 at night, and he didn't pop out till like 3 in the afternoon. I think it was
I
3.
remember all those texts. She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm still in the hospital." I'm like, "When can I come?"
I had to wait like a day before I was able to come, and I was just so happy that he was here. He was that was my everything right there. My little nephew.
I gotta cut the cord.
Oh,
She was
man.
predicting I was gonna like pass out,
Nah.
which to be honest, I kept it pretty strong for for being my first time actually like seeing a baby come out. Was weird,
felt
but
bad because she's like, "I could have had you in the room. I could have had 4 people in the room," and I'm like, "It's okay."
It's fine. It's fine.
and then I'd probably say the lowest would be 2013. So I got my first DUI.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, trust me, it was bad. Like, so I was living with my roommates, and what we do, we play some beer pong, we drink and everything, and then like right around the 2-3 hour mark, be like, all right, I'm gonna go get some Jack in the Box. I'll be right back. And I was like, kind of like the Jack in the Box that was right there on Hayden and McDowell, or
Right.
not Hayden and Indian School.
Indian
Yeah.
school. I
Yeah,
remember
that one right there. Pulling every night. Let me get tacos. Can I also get a order of bacon potato wedges? Yeah, that's it. Spend money every night on that. And then one night, like I was just angry because like one of my friends at the time was like, I got in a fight with her. One of my close friends. I got a fight with her boyfriend because he wasn't treating her like the way a man should treat a woman. And I was just like so like mad, like, oh, I'm gonna go get food, and then like the anger like just kind of went like all over the place. And then I guess it was like November, so they had like like when holiday season comes out, and they had put the cones to make sure you're driving the right way. So there's this cop that was like setting up the cones, and I see him like, I go left, and he's like, stop. So I go to like a little neighborhood and area, try to like get out of the way. I'm like, okay, I'm not getting food. Try to make it home. Blah blah blah. As soon as I pull out of like a little drive-through in that area, whee!
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, got arrested. spent the entire day in the detox area. I blew a 0.167 that time. And what they do is when you're actually in, they put you in a room because alcohol hasn't fully set in yet. So by the time it sets in, the alcohol level just increases because of the body temperature. So by the time I had to take my mug shot, my blood alcohol was 0.226.
Oh,
So I was
Lord.
fucked up.
Oh my
oh my
god.
God.
So, and then, long story short, I ended up like, I got like, not a lawyer, but I don't know what they're called, blinking out. But anyway, I just take 45 days overall in, like jail time, whatever. But really it was only 9 days in Tent City when they still had Tent City.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they gave me like a pass to, to go to work because I'm like, I'm gonna make money still. So I
Yeah.
put the schedule like, because I was working night shifts at the time. So from like 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. I would be there. Then from 2 to 4:30, or from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. that was like my free time to go to work. I'd go home, change, go to work at 4:30, get off at like right around 11, 12, come back home, change, go there at 2 a.m. in the morning. They do the little pat down and everything. And I sleep most of it off. So I'd go to bed, like, that's 8 hours already away already. And then like they just kind of hang out until 2 p.m. hits again, do the same cycle for 9 days. The first 2 days sucked
Oh wow.
because because the first 2 days you had to be in like there for 48 hours.
Ugh.
40
Oh.
hours in the same area. Like they eventually moved us, but like 40 hours in that area. So it was like me and like maybe like 20 other guys just like hanging out, just like chilling.
Damn.
We didn't have the stripes and just like we're just in regular clothes. And like feeding time comes and they give us orange, bread, a cup, and I think like a granola bar to eat, just to satisfy us, just get food in our system.
Damn, Davis, you were in jail.
I mean, there were bars, but like one thing I learned is like how to make like prison food. So like I would take the orange and like put it on like my head and like with the juice, put it in the cup. So that way I had orange juice to do. And then
Oh my
once,
Lord.
and you spent like 10 or 8 to 10 hours in there. And then they move you to another portion, like they literally put the shack like in the movies where they handcuff you, they handcuff your legs. And then you get put into like a little room. It's literally just 3 people can fit in there, one little water fountain, and you just kind of wait until they say, all right, it's time for you to go to Tent City.
Wow, man.
And so what in my tent did, because there was a lot of people that have been there for like ever. So so they didn't go by names. They went by like a nickname based on what bunk you got. So like there was like Drippity, there was like Faketh, blah blah blah, insert name. The bunk I got, my nickname was called Mad Dog.
That's cool.
I was
Oh
like,
wow.
I'll take it. And it's funny, like they like when you're in Tent City, they would literally just like, because there's nothing but like tents and rocks and sand, and the sun is like not as hot. Wait, hold on. We gotta end this real quick. Hold on. Come back in a second.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, wait, still going. Still recording. Okay. But like, yeah, like you would go, it probably is for this version anyway. So they would come in, they would make, make like weights and stuff. Like,
What was that? What was that warning about? What was that?
oh, it's probably just doing like a part 2, like recording limit.
Uh,
I can merge them together. Don't worry, we'll be fine.
Okay.
So what they would do, they would like take rocks. They would like find like a little, like some way to make a little bag and make like weights and stuff. Some guy had like a deck of cards so we could play cards and everything. And eventually we had to, get food. Now the food was actually pretty dope, not gonna lie, because once you get to the tent area, that food was dope. Because they give us like full like slab of like, like the little drumsticks you would have at like the carnival or like state fair.
Yeah.
They fed us that, some mashed potatoes, everything. I'm like, oh, this is dope.
Yum.
And after a
Oh.
while, I started getting used to it. Although the scariest part, which is because like they had the tent city and then they had like the women's version of the tent city. And it's all like, it's obviously caged off because, for obvious reasons. And the funny part was, so I wake up at like, 6 a.m. And so I'm like, kind of like, getting a little hungry. I got a little, couple quarters on me. Maybe I'll grab like a little mini bag of chips. And so I'm about to pay. I get the chips, and there's this girl that just like comes like, I get all freaked out. So, and she's like, hey, like, like smokers, like,
Wow.
smoker thing comes out, and she was like, hey, look, I'll trade you that bag of chips for a hand job. And I was like, whoa. In my head, I'm like, no, I'm good. I'll just enjoy my bag of chips. And she's like, and I'm walking away, and she's like, you sure? I can make your night worthwhile. I was like, just keep walking, just keep walking, just keep walking, just keep walking, just keep walking.
Nasty.
Nope.
Just nasty.
Nope.
Bitch.
And then so I
Nasty.
ended up only doing 9 days there. And then the 34 days I had left, I spent on house arrest. So where you put the little
Damn, Davis, what the fuck, man? All this shit just because you
Fucking
decided
DUI.
I
to
was
drive
angry. I
drunk.
was drunk. I didn't know what I was doing. I was 21. I'm 28 now.
So
Oh,
what?
Lord.
I'm 23 and I still never gotten drunk.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they
Lord.
they put the little machine. Like, luckily my sister let me stay with me in Scottsdale at the time. Michaela, when we had Andy's baby shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was staying. And so
Oh
like
yeah, huh?
and then what you had to do is every 2 hours, like obviously you can't drink because they'll test you for it. So they do have this little machine thing that they'll like, or like the first you got to make sure you're good, and then you got to like make sure the voice matches. So they would like make me say red eagle America, then you're good. Wait another 2 hours, blah blah blah. And then I also had to take 33 classes of anonymous alcoholics.
Damn, like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, come on.
Well, you just went up to mine.
It's a different. It was a
low.
different time. Like I asked my sister about it because I was so scared about it, because I was telling her what happened and everything, what I have to go through, and everything, and she was telling me that my sister also had a couple of them.
Because you know what? This guy that I used to work with, he had gotten pulled over because he was drinking and driving, and all they gave him was a breathalyzer that he had to put in the car because his car wouldn't start without it.
That's what they do now. Like, it's not.
Yeah, so that's what he had to use to get the car to start. And if there was any sign of alcohol in his breath, the car wouldn't start.
And
But
it
if there
gets like
wasn't,
Oh, you're talking
It's
about
like
the ignition
6
interlock?
months or something in your car.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Like-
had to get one too.
Oh my God, like, dude, you went through shit. Like, what the
My
fuck?
low means nothing compared to yours.
Yeah, it's funny because like I said, I take 33 classes of anonymous alcoholics. It was actually pretty fun. Not to like say like, oh, get drunk and take the class. But it was
Hi,
fun
I'm
because
David.
everyone was pretty cool in the class. And
You
the
know
funny
what?
part was my last class, they're like, oh, you're good to go, you're free and everything. And I'm like, and I literally just went like, I'm like, all right, cool. And then I'm like, all right, you're good to go. I'm like, I hope to never see the rest of you ever again. And they're like, boo, boo, yeah, why would you say? I'm like, you didn't let me finish. I'm like, under these circumstances.
Aw.
Davis, your story just makes me laugh. But also it makes me be like, what the fuck, man?
Oh, well, sorry. Last part. I'll make this one short. So I got the interlock before you can start your car.
Yeah.
So I had that. So because mine was labeled as a super extreme DUI, so I had to have that on for a year and a half. And the day I got it off was 2 days after me and Jessica got married.
Oh my god.
And then I got it off. We went to Payson. It snowed, and it was the best time of my life that day.
Oh
And
my
now
God.
as of 2 days ago, because they put it obviously they put it on your driving record. They put it on for 84 months. That 84 months is done 2 days ago.
Good for you.
So I'm like clean.
Wow,
I am
man.
clean. I am free. I'm ready to drink. No, I'm just kidding.
He's ready to do it all fucking over again, yo. Michaela, what's your high and what's your low?
I don't know.
She's like, I can't follow that.
She's
Okay. I'm only 23, so I haven't been through life like you guys. So
Probably a good thing.
My high isn't like as extravagant as having kids. If I had to choose one, then I would also probably choose the day Andy was born because I love him so much. But if it's personal, then I would say the high of my life is the day I broke up with my ex because he was shit and I was fucking free.
Was that the tall one?
The one who told you that he was autistic.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, he was shit, and I was tired of being abused every day.
Wow.
I don't blame
What's
you at all.
your
So
That
that's
is a
my
high.
high.
I knew there was
fucking
something
free
weird
from
about
that
him.
loser.
What's your low?
I would probably say the day that my grandma got back from the hospital because she's here, but she's not here. She's bedridden now. She can walk, but not by herself. She can't go to the bathroom by herself. She can't make her own food. She can't take a shower by herself. So I would probably say the day she got back from the hospital, because like at least in the hospital they were taking care of her. So she's
Yeah.
here, but she's not here.
She's not mentally here. Yeah.
Mhm.
I understand that.
And like when
I
she
had a
dies,
grandparent. I had a
I'm
grandparent
literally,
like that.
it's gonna devastate me like more than my mom. Like that's her mom, but once my grandma dies, I'm my life is over.
I understand how you felt because my grandfather, he had dementia and he wasn't always there at all. Like it
She
was
has
really
like
bad.
the early signs of dementia and Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
She'll know me, and then some days she'll call me like a completely different name of somebody of like my cousin who looks like a lot like me. But I'm like, no, that's not me. You know who I am. Some days she'll talk about my grandpa, and I'm like, do you know where grandpa is? And she'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot, he's in heaven with God.
Yeah, my grandpa was like that too.
It's sad to watch. It's heartbreaking.
My grandmother had to sit there and watch her husband basically deteriorate. And it was
It's
a lot.
heartbreaking. It really is to watch
It's
someone you
a
love
lot.
go through that.
It's definitely a lot. But he didn't, like, when I would call, he didn't remember me unless I said, "Oh, it's the one you went to the wedding for. You know, the one you walked down the aisle." And then he'd be like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure, sure, sure." You know, but
Oh,
I would have to always remind him, who I am. To be honest, and this like hurts me like so bad. The last time I saw that man was on my wedding day. And that was over 7 years ago. And I had not seen him since. So the only memory I have of him is walking me down the aisle. So I I wasn't able to see him after that. And I wasn't able to be there when he died, which hurt me a lot because when my uncle died, who was like a father to me, I wasn't able to be there either. And it hurt. It hurt a lot. But I understand how you feel watching your grandmother go through that. It's a lot and it hurts.
She raised me like when my parents were at work, so she would take care of me before my mom or dad would come and pick me up.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to like remember how she used to like be able to pick me up or would like cook for everybody. She would make like homemade baklava for like hundreds of people.
Mm.
She would like cook like really good like Middle Eastern food. And now it's like she can't like do that anymore. And it's hard because she's like, I'm not in my house. She's like, this is my house, but it's not my house because she feels like she's done everything for herself for 75 years. And now that she's 76, it's like her whole life has been taken away from her.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like really hard to watch. And it's like heartbreaking. Like
Yeah.
I see her a lot, but if she's not here, it's like it's just hard.
No, I understand. I understand. Our next topic and our last topic for the night is Davis, you there? Davis.
Do you lose him?
No.
I'm here.
it's
I'm here.
still-
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I had to use the restroom.
Oh, okay. Our next topic for the night is advice that was given to you that was bad, but actually worked.
Who has theirs off the top of their head?
I think I have one. Let me think. I don't know. Do y'all have one advice that was bad bad advice that was given to you but actually worked?
That actually worked or didn't work?
That actually worked.
Bad advice that actually worked.
I don't have one on the top of my head.
I don't know. I have to think about it.
I know.
We're all like, this question just stumped us all.
Well, that's a hard.
Oh, you know what I'm craving right now? Y'all remember those Twix yogurt?
No.
You don't remember the Trix yogurt?
No.
Come on, the Trix yogurt that had the rabbit on it.
Oh wait, vaguely I really do.
Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids.
I want like Go-Gurt.
I want some.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like Go-Gurt. I'm like the little.
No, it used to be yogurt. They used to have different flavors like cotton candy and strawberry banana. And
at school we used to have hot lunches and they used to put the Go-Gurt in the freezer so it was like ice cream.
Oh man, I'm wanting Go-Gurt like right now so bad. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. Y'all remember that?
I remember that quote, obviously.
Yeah. Do y'all remember
like
the Trix yogurt?
Magically delicious. You got Lucky Charms flavor.
Listen, look here, audience. If anybody remembers Trix yogurt, let me know and reminisce with me because they used to have a yogurt called the Trix yogurt, and it used to have so many different flavors. Silly rabbit, Trix is for kids.
That quote is so classic. So obviously the quote is there. It's just like
magically delicious.
See, now we're talking about cereal. Like,
wait, so let me just make sure. Bad advice that end up working, right?
Yeah, bad advice that was given to you that ended up working. I can think of one, but it wasn't really bad advice.
I don't know. Define bad advice. Like,
Like,
Oh, go smoke a dope behind the back tree.
yeah,
I don't know. I'm just wait.
I'm not sure. That's okay.
Oh, actually, oh, okay. I think I got one.
okay.
So, oh my god, I don't know if I ever told this story. I mean, I know I told
I
the
want some
person in the
cereal right
story,
now.
huh?
I want some cereal right now, like some Fruity Pebbles or
Oh, Fruity Pebbles were my favorite.
I like the Cocoa Pebbles.
Oh,
Cocoa
yeah.
Pebbles. I'm about to get me some Captain Crunch.
I like the Captain Crunch too. Oh, so okay, so bad advice. So,
All right, I'm gonna go get me some Captain Crunch. Y'all go ahead.
Hey,
so
I'm listening to Davis's story. Bye.
just
Well,
put your profile picture on.
I'm also intermediate fasting, so I have to eat this now before 9 o'clock.
Okay, go ahead, Davis.
She could have put her profile picture, but okay.
No.
I'd probably say so. In high school, I was a kind of a back in the day.
Back in the day.
I mean, I haven't done anything like that since like 8-9 years ago now. And
Hey.
so he's like, take the thing, and then my best friend at the time, he's like, let's take a toke and everything. I'm like, no, I just want to go to this because we're supposed to go. We were both in the same choir class, and the only reason why we got in there was because we were in the guitar class from the year before. I'm like, no, I don't. That's you guys. That's something new. I'm like, oh my god. So I ended up, you know what happens when you get high? This thing starts to seem a little loopy. And then we have to walk back to Coronado, and I'm like not like tripping over anything, but I'm like I'm up there, and so we get on the bus. We're supposed to go see this musical called Carmen.
I've heard of it.
I barely remember half of it. And so what had happened was, obviously, we sit next to each other on the bus and everything. And he's like, hey, dude, you should poke that girl in front of you. No, I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna do that. Why would I want to do that? Just do it.
Ow. I'm almost done
All
with my
right, fine,
podcast.
whatever. Poke. And guess who I poked?
Jess.
I poked Jess.
I was right.
And then the rest is history.
All
You
right,
already
I'm
told
back.
me that part.
I'm back.
Okay, well, then I guess I'll go off of your story, Davis. Now, you might have some mixed feelings about it because I don't know how you feel about this dude, but I was 19 probably, and I had never had a real boyfriend before. It's kind of like I would talk to guys who used to like my best friend at the time. So all these guys that talked to me were talking to me to get to her.
Were you the duff?
I was a duff.
Oh, damn.
But can I just tell you that I don't think highly of myself, but I thought she was the duff. She had blonde, short hair, like radiant skin, like white ass radiant skin.
Like pale?
Like one step above pale, but she was like white chick white, short blonde hair, and she was over 200 pounds. Just tell me, am I prettier than someone who looks like that?
Yeah,
Yes.
but I mean, I don't like to judge women. I mean, I think
I just felt like I was really like, I don't know, she was over 200 pounds and everyone liked her better. Anyways, I was the duff all the time. Every single one guy I online dated for 3 months, and it was all to get to her. And I was like, oh, you're just talking to me to get to her. And he ghosted my ass. So, anyways, moving on. So when I was when I was 19, I had probably just gotten out of high school. Like,
You were 19 in high school?
no, I was 19 in college. I had just gotten out of high school.
Oh my, you were a super senior, right? No, you're too
So,
smart. You're too smart for that.
There are some things that I would do on this podcast, but since we're on Zoom, I can't do them to you. Anyways, so Jess was like, oh, I can help you with like your dating life, I was like, okay, well, I don't know, I don't really like being set up because I had been through that through high school and I don't like getting set up. It's stupid. So she's like, oh, you should talk to this one guy, Lori. This is the guy who went to go screw his sister in Colorado.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So Davis, you know who it is.
Do
Like,
I?
personally, yes. His name starts with an R. Sarah dated him too.
Oh
No, don't say it, because if he's watching this, I'm gonna get fucked. Okay. Anyways, so Jess was like, oh, you should talk to this one guy. He's this, and this. He used to be Kaniki in our school play when he did Grease and da-da-da. And I was like, oh, okay. So she sent me a picture and I was like, damn. I was like, okay. And she's like, yeah, just talk to him. I was like, I don't want to. She pushed me and kept pushing me like, come on, just talk to him, see where things go. It'll be good for you. I was like, okay, fine. So he texted me and then I started talking to him and I liked him for a while. And then, so we dated for 3 months. He gave me my first kiss. I had never kissed anybody else before. He told me that he had a crush on Jess when you two were still dating. And then when you got married, he still liked her. He told me he had a crush on his half sisters.
all right, where is he at?
All these red flags. Yo. All these red flags. I didn't say anything. Then, so we've been dating for 3 months.
Hey Jess! I'm just kidding. He's not here.
So he had just kissed me, like literally not even a week. And then he moved to Colorado with a friend, he said, but I figured out her name. It was his half sister who he went to go fuck. And
What are
I
you
know
doing,
this
step
because,
bro?
no, literally, I'm not even joking. They were blood related. And then he came back to Arizona and hit me up, and he texted Jess first, and I was like, yo. And so everything that she said, I said to him, I'm like, hi. I'm like, and he's like, do you know who this is? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, what do you want? I'm like, he's like, I'm just, as soon as I say I'm sorry, I'm like, sorry for leaving, for lying to me, or, you know, like doing this with your sister. He said all of it. So he didn't deny that he went to go screw his sister.
Wow.
So I just confirmed his ass makes me physically ill, but it worked for 3 months.
Wow.
Because I didn't take any of the red flags. It worked for 3 months. I was like, no, it's a bad idea to set me up, but he was my first actual boyfriend that I ever had. So
Wow.
All right, his name is. No, I'm just kidding.
don't even.
I won't.
I talked about him on downtime with Lori and Lena. They're
Wow.
like, you just tapped the icing on the whole cake. When Lori's the one who opened that can of worms first.
Wow. Wow. Well, we're out of time.
Well, actually, wait, hold on. Can I do a little segment real quick? It's a quick one.
Sure.
So I was thinking about this. I just wanted to add a little extra onto it just from my point of view. Let's if this goes good, cool. If not, then I'll just we can recycle it, whatever. What is your guys' song of the week?
Oh, I have one.
What?
Like your
Your
favorite
anthem.
song
Your
this
anthem.
week?
What makes you feel inspired? What makes you feel happy? What makes you feel like?
Okay, my favorite song this week. It is called "Play It Again." It's a country song. I don't know who it's by. How do I not know? I don't know. It's a country song. It's called "Play It Again." I've probably listened to that song like at least over 10 times a day this whole week. So. Hold on. I'm gonna look up who it's by. Just in case our viewers would like to know.
Yes,
It's
you. I'm sitting
by
here eating cereal.
it's by Luke Bryan. Everyone who wants to know, it's called "Play It Again."
Okay. My song of the week would have to be "Oh Sherry" by Steve Perry.
I knew it. Just to let everyone know, Lori sings it like every day. I know her.
Now, let us close out.
Wait, you didn't let
If
me
you
do
got-
mine.
Oh, sorry, babe. I thought you were just asking us.
Like if like I said, if you want to keep this thing going, we can, when we get more people too as well, we can also. If not, then I'm just trying it out.
I think
But-
this is a great thing to do every week. Anyways, go on.
Song of the week. Mine is the new remix of "Killer" by Eminem.
I love Eminem.
I love Eminem.
We're like 5-10, yeah, 50-20, 25-30, yeah, get the money, yeah, throw it in the furnace, should be funny, earn it,
We
just
should
burn it.
all sing the first verse, but I can't because I'm sick and I don't want to sound terrible. So, anyways, that's our new thing.
Speaking of which, we also are going to be working on a theme song for our podcast.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Theme song?
Oh.
We could just do a call like starring Lori G.
And here's your starting lineup for the Chicago Bulls. No, I got a lot of copyright-free music. Just
Are
depends
those
on-
still my posters in the background?
Hell yeah, yeah. All
Just
the
so
black
everyone
people-
knows, I got those for him.
Yeah, I put them up. I gotta fix some of them because some of them are a little off right now.
I didn't notice that until now.
Yeah,
Well,
I do this for Twitch, so like I gotta keep the background stuff.
well, let us close out. And if anybody wants to talk to us or give us ideas, you can go ahead and email us at randomrl@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, which is Lori Lulu 14. And you can also follow us on Facebook, which is @random with Lori G. And you can also now watch us on YouTube.
They'll be up on
Which-
YouTube.
Oh yeah, which is Davis. What's it under YouTube?
At random with Lori G.
@random with Lori G. Should be able to watch oncoming videos that will be posted of us every Monday night at 8:00. And then
They might go up like the next day or two.
Okay,
Just
so
like I said, I'm still working on the conversion right now.
Tuesdays, every Tuesday.
Safe bet, yeah. Let's do safe bet Tuesday, yeah.
Every Tuesday. And then you'll also be able to get your voice chat podcast every Friday with the whole cast. And we want to thank Davis for doing the recording and for the video. And then we also want to remember our sponsors, which is Glamorous Addictions. Everything she has is absolutely glamorous and beautiful. She is now selling clothing. If you want to check that out, don't forget to go on glamourousaddictions.com or go on her Facebook page. And she's also selling new eyewear. So don't miss it. Big deals coming. Father's Day is coming up. Yes, we'll be doing a podcast about Father's Day. We'll probably be doing it the day of Father's Day or a week before Father's Day. We're not too sure yet, but we'll keep everybody updated. Does anybody have any questions or any end comments?
I want to do a shout out to somebody.
You go first.
Okay, so there's a lady, and it's on her Instagram is at Real Queen Tips. She does amazing nails. She does any design you want. She can come to your house. You can go to her house. Right now, she is not in her shop, but if you follow her on Instagram, again, that's at Real Queen Tips. She does amazing stuff. She can do whatever design you want, glow in the dark. So just follow her and see what kind of design she has for you. Her new
Glow in the dark.
Yes.
Glow in the dark. Heck, I might need to get my tips.
I'm ready to get my nails done.
Yeah.
All right. So as my normal thing would go through now, since I'm in control of this, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen real quick. So since some of you have already known that I've been shouting on my homie at Nameling. So here's the album, Nameling, Nameling, Magic 8 Ball, What's Best for You, New Year's Eve, Boardwalking. New Year's Eve, it's an acoustic version. Great EP to listen to. Like I've always said, some songs are really hype. Some songs really, look, we got over 3,000 plays on that one. That's my boy. So yeah, if you want to, if you're into a little more of a alternative style, go ahead and check them out.
We hope everybody has a great and wonderful weekend, has a blessed and wonderful weekend.
Stay hydrated.
And may they enjoy their weekend. And don't forget to share our video. And don't forget to share our podcast and to support us. So everyone have a great night. And I'm your girl, Lori G.
Good night.
Bye.
Goodbye.